We're about to go pick up Tommy, and we've set up a scenario where Tommy thinks that he's going to be interviewing several people locally as one of his normal videos before he goes to a different location to get snatched. Instead, we're going to snatch him in the middle of the interview in front of a watching audience so we can see how they react and so that we can get the jump on Tommy.
All right, guys, we're boots on the ground in Milwaukee talking about some controversial issues. Guys, can I get your take on what's happening in Los Angeles right now?
Well, we haven't really heard anything much about it. We're from the UK, so...
Do you have any takes on what's happening in Los Angeles right now?
Oh, it's horrible. All the property's being destroyed.
Are you worried that this might usher in the beginning of a surveillance state where database is kept? Your name, your home address?
Usher in? We're already on a database.
About 15 feet back to our 5 o'clock.
You guys take position behind it.
It's up to us.
So are you afraid of a company like Palantir coming in here and eroding our freedoms?
You know, I don't know a whole lot about Palantir, but...
The counterpoint, one more question, the counterpoint is some people say...
And when you guys see this, that means it's going down.
Hey! What the f? The feds! Come on, lawyer! Dan Adams! Who is that?
What the f did you do? It's Julie.
What the f are you doing here?
What is this, 50 Shades of Grey? My wife doesn't even do it to me. Hey, let me get my shoes off, my Crocs! Hey!
You continue to resist, I'll laugh. 3 minutes to destination. 3 minutes.
It was only a few minutes in and things were not looking good. I was zip tied, there was a knee on my back that was making my breathing more difficult, and already a creeping sense of powerlessness was setting in.
Standing. Walk forward.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform made for anyone with an idea and a drive to bring it to life. Describe what you want and watch it take shape. You can plan, customize, and expand in any direction. From tools built for one to platforms ready for many. From passion projects to enterprise-grade systems. Everything is built in and ready to launch. It's a new world of creation, where you can go as far as your imagination takes you. Can you imagine it? Let's make your dream a reality, right now.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can. First up, let's talk about AI color themes. You can get any combos you want, bold and bright, minimalist and sleek, or something you didn't even think of. Just describe the vibe you want, or even use the colors of your logo, and let AI do its thing. Beautiful. Next up is the AI section creator. This is great for those website essentials like a...
All the way down.
It was quite the first day.
Why? Tommy, put your head in the corner. Step your feet back.
Just walking on my feet. You just said please next time.
My name is Andrew Bustamante, and I'm a former clandestine CIA intelligence officer. I served with CIA from 2007 to 2014. When I was with the military, I learned about an introduction to interrogation. And then when I was with the CIA, I became part of multiple teams that were engaged in debriefing hostile intelligence targets from terrorist organizations. Some of those operations included enhanced interrogation briefings.
Groove is close. Lean back. Stay in this position.
Why are you doing this?
Quiet.
I didn't sign up for this strike like that.
All these techniques you see are outlined in a top secret CIA handbook. While much of it is redacted, we can show you some of the tactics approved for use, like facial holds, stress positions, facial and belly slaps, and use of cold. These methods are delivered in a calculated manner designed to bring a detainee to such a level of discomfort that they want nothing more than for it to end. And what I want to draw your attention to is how pages 46 through 67 are redacted, leaving me to wonder what could possibly be worse than waterboarding, mock executions, or being shackled for days.
Stand.
Let it happen, Tom.
Now, because we're trying to keep Tommy safe and we're trying to abide by YouTube principles, we've let him remain in his underpants. Otherwise, if this was a true interrogation, we would have stripped him down full.
Am I that dangerous? You guys gotta do this?
Put your head up. Lift your head up.
My name is Trevor Fortner. I spent 12 years with the United States Navy. 3 of those was with an Army Green Beret counterterrorism team. About 4 years with Blackwater, and then 4 years working for the United Arab Emirates Presidential Guard.
Sit tight, gentlemen. We have both of our captives in custody. We have put them into a position where they do not have control over their own movement or their own location. This is part of a psychological breaking down process to prepare them for what we're going to do with them next. We're going to move them into a series of stress positions. Those stress positions are positions that are unnatural to the body. Put them in transit position.
Secure his arm. Bring your feet together.
Do you think it'd be accurate if people assumed that most CIA interrogators are some sort of sociopath or psychopath?
That would not be a safe assumption. There are sociopaths that exist in federal government. I would not say that there are psychopaths that exist in federal government. There's a very detailed vetting process that prevents those people from becoming uniformed, sworn officers to the Constitution.
You know what's a hassle? Getting interrogated by the CIA. But what can help avoid you some hassles is the sponsor of today's video, AnyDesk. AnyDesk is a remote viewing software that helps you take care of business. I mean, picture this. You're on the phone for the 9th time with your grandpa, and he's asking you how to copy and paste, what is a browser, and you're just like, Grandpa, if you ask me one more time, I think I'm gonna have a mental breakdown. Instead of having to drive all the way to him to help him with his problem, you can remote access into his computer with the help of AnyDesk and solve these problems in a much more easy way. Whether you're helping a family member or keeping an eye on an employee in a company computer or remote accessing your work computer from the beach, AnyDesk is a digital teleportation app. The good news is AnyDesk is free if you are a personal user, and if you are a business client, they offer custom plans for you. And they promise lightning fast connections on all major platforms from iOS to Android to Mac and more. If this sounds like it can help your life, click the link and get started for free at anydesk.com/TommyG. And now, folks, back to the video.
Keep your feet and knees together. Do you understand?
Yes.
Game of Thrones King's Road is now available on both PC and mobile with Google Play Games. Experience the Game of Thrones universe on a larger PC screen. And carve your legend in the 7 Kingdoms with enhanced mouse and keyboard controls. Earn Google Play points for every purchase you make on PC. Get started by downloading Google Play games today.
Join eToro's Learn and Earn Challenge and earn cash. It's easy. Visit etoro.tw/earn. Take some of our investing courses, test your knowledge by completing quizzes, and get a cash bonus for each passing grade. At the end of the challenge, take our survey to get paid. Boom! Learn and earn on eToro today.
You're gonna tell me while I'm here. Hands coming loose.
Stop resisting.
Stop resisting.
Secured on the right.
Stop resisting. Right. Complete.
The first thing that's really hard to come to grips with is how utterly powerless you are in this situation. Whether it's my neck being held against the van or my head being held in a corner of the elevator as they're bringing me from one spot to another. When you're bound and there's no potential, even if you squeeze a little bit or try and move, you're going nowhere. It's a level of powerlessness that I've never experienced in my life. In the interrogations that you participated in, do you feel like that person deserved to be in that chair having those things happen?
I have met more people in my life that deserve a bullet in the face than you have met people in your life that you would like to have a drink with. We're simulating an interrogation, so that means that Tommy and Julian have to refrain from giving us truthful answers. Their goal is to resist the interrogation. Our goal is to succeed in the interrogation. So we're going to be asking them very basic questions, questions that you know the answer to and we know the answer to, but when they answer those basic questions incorrectly, that's Tommy and Julian's way of showing us that they are resisting the questioning. Question number 1. What is 1 plus 2?
3.
3 is the answer?
Can you tell me why I'm here first?
The question is, what is 1 plus 2? You've answered 3.
To the best of my knowledge, that's 4.
Answer the question. You previously said 1 plus 2 is 3. Did you not, Tommy?
I don't recall. It's easier if you have time. I can answer all these questions you want.
Answer his question. I wonder if a little more time is going to bring you back to your original answer. We'll find out.
What was the longest period of time that you saw someone get interrogated for?
15 to 30 minutes at a time, usually during scheduled interrogations, and oftentimes after the interrogation actually occurred. It was our chance to review footage of the interrogation to see if any significant intelligence was shared.
Tell me about the torture memos.
There were a lot of memos that came about during the question of whether CIA was torturing folks in Guantanamo Bay and other secret sites. The memos themselves were really part of internal classified CIA documentation. The memos, the traffic did confirm that enhanced interrogation was being used and that the techniques that went into enhanced interrogation did suit or did fit civilian court definition of torture. At this point, we have Tommy put in what's known as a transit position. That position is very stressful because it makes blood rush to the head and it doesn't give the lower extremities or upper extremities any opportunity to stretch out without pulling on the other extremity. So it's a very uncomfortable position that's designed to increase the blood flow to his head, which will come with headaches and lightheadedness and some other things. We have a nurse on site to make sure that we don't lose Tommy so he doesn't pass out or hurt himself. We want him to feel what's really happening.
We're just the warehouse in a warehouse.
Stop talking.
Looks like a lot of assholes out there.
Who do you guys work for?
Stop talking.
One of the key elements that we're going to use against both Julian and Tommy is the element of time. Stressful positions and long durations of time break down an individual's psychology and makes them more susceptible to cooperation.
What you personally have done within interrogations, you would stand behind and said, yes, I did the right thing.
Absolutely. Are you with us?
Yep, I'm here.
What the you guys doing? The is this shit?
Roll to your stomach.
What the you guys want from me? Get to your stomach.
I'm back in transit. It looks like a restraint broke.
Copy.
It's a simple question, Tommy. What's 2 plus 1? You said 3, and then you said 4.
I told you the answer.
Sit.
What was the answer? Transit position, please, gentlemen. Transit position, please.
Let's negotiate here.
Hey, bring your feet together.
Can we work this out another way?
Feet together. Stay in that position.
What is 1 plus 2?
What do you want to know about this answer?
I want to know the truth.
You have a partner sitting next to you. He's been sitting here peacefully, untouched, while you've been deciding the answer to 1 plus 3. I'm afraid that if you struggle to remember the answer to 1 plus 3, we may need your partner to help jog your memory. You think you can remember the answer to 1 plus 3, Tommy?
I think I can figure it out.
Why don't you give it to us?
1 plus 3, 5.
With Gemini and Google Sheets, you can create comprehensive schedules in no time. From just one prompt, AI can help your business get all of the details right, from headlines.
I don't think that's the answer that we're looking for.
What answer are you looking for?
Looking for the correct answer, Tommy. Every time you hear a slap, Tommy, that's not yours. That's somebody else paying for you. Because you won't answer a simple question. What's it gonna hurt anybody to tell me the answer to 1 plus 2? It's not gonna hurt anybody, except when you don't tell me the truth. Tommy, 1 plus 2 equals.
So what should I tell him? 1 plus 2?
You've given me 3 answers to this one simple question. Why would I waste my time with another question?
Maybe your questions aren't very good. This stress position was becoming increasingly more unbearable. As the minutes passed, pain was creeping into my back and hips, but I knew it wasn't enough to make me full. We made it through phase 1 without breaking, and now it was time for a quick post-game interview.
When you got snatched, what went through your mind?
In a real scenario, it's better to die in the street than get taken anywhere you go.
Describe what it's like to be put in.
It smells like shit. I mean, being face down on a metal floor ain't exactly comfortable.
How long do you think you've been apprehended in this building? How many minutes?
35.
I think those stress positions felt a lot longer than they really were. It probably was actually 2 or 3 minutes each time you kept me there, but it felt like 7, 8, 9 minutes.
There's an element of, it sounds like, inconsistent time between you. Part of that, you think, is because Julian's in a comfortable position compared to Tommy?
Absolutely.
Gentlemen, let's bag them.
From the interrogations you participated in, do you have any lingering negative side effects? Bad dreams, guilt, regret?
I have flashes of memory, and when those memories flash through, they don't cause me trauma or stress. They're more like an interesting moment of privileged insight.
Tommy, kneel.
Tell me about what you feel emotionally during an interrogation.
Anger is the driving force in an interrogation. Anger is the thing you have to hold back because it can drive you to make some very rash and unproductive decisions. Tommy, the original question we asked was 1 plus 3. Do you recall that conversation?
I think I remember that.
So can you please just make this easy on all of us?
This is a BMW G82 M4 competition.
A modern beast born from decades of BMW's M legacy.
A lineage that started with the legendary E30 M3, built for the track, feared on the streets, and evolved into this, wide, angry, and fast.
This thing kicks up, bro. Oh my God.
We have an AWE tuning catback exhaust system, a new cooling system, upgraded brakes, lighting, carbon fiber from Keys Motorsports, new forged wheels and tires, and a ton more sourced from Throttle.com.
And I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but this M4, along with a check for $20,000, is gonna be going to one of you guys. And right now, for launch week, we're doing 5 times entries. So for every $1 you spend, you're gonna get 5 automatic entries to win the car and the cash. And we even dropped a ton of new M4 and BMW related merchandise on the site. We've got new hoodies, we've got a ton of new t-shirts, we've got embroidered hoodies, we've got new hats, and a ton more, and everything is live on Throttle.com right now. So get on over to the site, pause the video, go grab some gear, and now let's get back to it.
This isn't a build series. There is no see you next week. By the time this episode is over, this M4 will be completely reborn. This is BMW M Performance in fast forward, and you're coming with me.
Let's get to work.
We're kicking the M4 comp build off with a set of ASP Series coilover springs by BC Racing. This is their new line of products designed to use the factory shocks, which means we get to keep all of the factory dynamic damping controls on the car.
And the other really cool feature is we have adjustable camber plates on top, so once we lower the car, we can dial in the alignment.
We're gonna start by getting all the factory equipment out, so let's get rolling.
Let's get it.
Check this out, I got my secret mouse tool from Keys Motorsports. It's gonna help me take the lugs off without having the wheel fall. We're starting off in the back. All we need to do is unbolt the shock, swing this control arm down to drop the springs, then unbolt the shock, swap in our new BC Racing bump stops, install the BC springs, and reinstall the shocks, and bolt it all back together, and we're done. Too easy. So that, we completely replace this with a new BC Racing unit. One side is out, let's get the other side out and keep going.
Everything at Roger starts and ends on Slack. I love huddles because the communication pipeline is so much faster. The answer I need takes 2 minutes. I could just ask a quick question and get a quick answer versus scheduling a phone call where someone has a free hour. I just press the button, they pop up, and it lets me get face-to-face with an artist or a client and then keep our project moving to hit our deadlines. Slack helps us organize all communication in one place.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
All right, crew, here's another great reason to buy a new Ford this summer. Complimentary mobile service.
We'll come to you at my home where I work.
The moon. Yes, we're working on it. Beyond the air duct, to the left is the moon.
When you get a Ford vehicle, you get a complimentary maintenance.
That's how you take a rear shock out without taking the entire rear seat of the car out. That's how you do it, Nissan, in case you're wondering. So the BC Racing Kit has new bump stops for the rear. Because we're lowering the car, the travel for the shock will be less, requiring a shorter bump stop to make sure we have the shock travel that we need.
So in case you didn't know, Throttle is actually one of the largest BC retailers out there. So if you are looking for new coilovers for your car, check out the link in the description, shop with us, and you get some entries in to win this car and a check for 20 grand. All right, now that the passenger side is done, we're moving on to the driver's side. Woo! Rear is done. Let's move on to the fronts now.
The process for installing the fronts is a bit more involved than the rear because the front is a McPherson front strut design, meaning the shock is what holds the spindle aligned in the car. The sway bar is held onto the strut, and since this is an X-Drive car, we do have front drive shafts, meaning we need to be careful when moving the spindle around so we don't pull the axles apart on accident. With the shock removed, the spindle is going to try and fall out of the car, so we use a jack to hold the weight of the brakes when we pull the springs out. Two OEM front G82 front struts. Now, of course, with the BC Racing Kit, we've got new spring perches, new bump stops, springs, and top hat, so let's get them swapped over. They're done, let's get them in the car.
Quinn did an awesome job getting the front end disassembled and assembled, and now we have our friend Sarah here. Sarah's from AWE, and she's here to help us put the suspension back in, and we've got an exhaust coming for the car. All right, how long do you think this is gonna take to put back in?
Probably another 40 minutes.
We do Sarah versus Quinn?
Should we do a race?
We can do that. All right, the clock starts now. Oh, Quinn got her, I think. Oh, not yet, maybe. There you go. There we go.
There we go. It was the WD-40.
All right, so I'm coming over to inspect Quinn's work here, and I found this bolt here just completely loose. Disqualified, Quinn's out. Sarah's the winner.
Yeah, by default, not how you want to win.
Now that the suspension is done, it's time for a new wheel and tire package. We have a set of Vossen S2102s. These are beautiful aluminum finish, and of course we're running a Falken FK510 on all four corners. These are gonna look amazing on the car, especially with the gray, so let's get them on.
Look what I got, Quinn. Awesome new center caps. Billet And check this out. I think the red's gonna look real sharp against the red factory calipers.
Oh, 100%.
And Boston also provides lug bolts too. So you don't have to use the factory ones. So beauty. These should just bolt on. Cross your fingers. Let's get them on, baby.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
First time on the ground. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, the back looks low.
Oh, the front.
Oh!
Hey, that's not bad at all.
First try,
Freaking
Quinn.
nailed it.
Good work. Damn, that looks awesome. I love the brush. The brush with the red looks money.
The fitment looks phenomenal. Wheel and tire, this with the gray is so it. Such a nice looking wheel.
So plus this will probably settle a little bit too, so don't get too hung up on the ride height. We still have some adjustment to do, and we still have to do an alignment. But right out of the box, the new BCs with the Vossens and the Falcons. It looks so good. I love these wheels.
Whole car.
That's perfect.
Completely different car. Completely different. Lowering and adding wheels changes everything about the car.
Now we're gonna move on to the exhaust system. And for the exhaust system, we have actually something really kind of fun to do. We have two different exhaust systems to try from AWE Tuning. We have the Switch Path Catback exhaust system, and we have the Track exhaust system. One's a little louder. We're gonna try both, but before we do that, we're gonna get some stock revs to see how quiet this thing is right now. That's whack. It's quiet. Why does it sound terrible?
Why does that sound different?
That's M2.
All right, give me one on M2.
That's a little bit better. Still pretty quiet though.
You just wait. You guys just wait, okay? We're bringing the heat. Give us a minute.
As Evan mentioned, this is our exhaust system. It's an AWE Switch Path, and we've got Black Diamond tips.
Now this is the exact same exhaust setup that I have on my G80 M3, and I absolutely love it. But this one, we're doing something a little bit special. We're adding the Keys Motorsports valve controller so we can open and close the valves on this exhaust with the flip of a button. All right, first up, we're taking off this little cross brace. You gotta kind of lower the exhaust down, and we're gonna cut this section over here. We'll show you in just a minute. But let me get this off first, and then we'll start ripping this thing out of here.
I'm supervising.
All right, now we're gonna chop it at the exact millimeter that we've marked it.
Don't be hitting that heat shield, Quinn.
I'm not gonna hit it. No fade.
Come on.
No fade.
Pretty clean.
Good job, Quinn.
He didn't. I hit it.
No, I did.
No,
Where?
that's good.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, no, it's fine. Don't look at that. The rest of it's fine, though. Fine.
Easy peasy.
First piece of our AWE exhaust system going on is the mid pipes. Let's get them on.
Next piece is the X. It's pretty snazzy. This is one of the reasons why it sounds so darn good. It's gonna go up right there.
X pipes on. We've got 2 more pipes to go on before we start getting to the main event, which is the track pipes or our switch bath. I think we're going track pipes first. The thing.
That looks pretty good. We gotta fix the tips on this side, but I actually don't hate the chrome. I thought I was gonna hate the chrome. Kind of want chrome for my car now. We are good. We're ready to bring this thing down to the ground for the first time and hear it with AWE track exhaust.
Ready? Yeah. Yeah, send it. It's got some volume to it. It sounds really nice.
Dude, it doesn't sound that loud in here. I can hear the echo, but it sounds good. Ooh, that is maybe a little loud.
Back, it's loud.
It's loud?
You could keep the stock resonated section and you'll get like the edge off of this, so.
I think he was giving more pepper than you
Dude,
were.
I went up to like 6,000 RPM as well. Now this is a tight section here, but I think we need to put on the switch path with the valve controller so we can see which one we like better. And this is why this is the track exhaust. There's no mufflers. It's meant to be this loud. You also have the most weight savings with this setup. So I don't know. I'm undecided. Let's get the switch path on and we'll see which one we like better.
Step into Wix Studio and handle every part of your build from one platform. Map out your project with an AI-powered visual sitemap that generates site structures and wireframes in seconds, not days. When your client's on board, dive into design. Create freely, customizing even the smallest element. Use site styles to seamlessly extend the brand to every page and watch it adapt across breakpoints. Now, scale your creation. With a CMS, you can structure tons of data effortlessly, from repeaters to hundreds of dynamic pages. Business solutions are built in, so when clients want more functionality, you're ready to take them further. Plan faster, design freer, scale smarter.
Our switch path exhaust is installed. Now there's one thing left before we fire this thing up.
These guys left me with the hardest job of the day. This is the Keys valve controller. And I just watched a video on their YouTube channel. It should take no more than 5 minutes to install. Four minutes, baby. It's done. Look, you can't even see anything. Everything's tucked up nicely. I even took off some of these panels and put it underneath there. It was pretty easy. And the switch path is officially done, so now it's time to start it. Let's go.
Here we go. Fire it up.
That's pretty sick. So that's closed. All right, it's closed now. We'll give it a little rev. It sounds like a deeper tone. It doesn't sound as raspy. That sounds really good, but we need to get this thing outside to really hear it. But quiet mode,
I like it.
engage.
You can actually hear it. You could not hear the stock exhaust at all before. Even with the valves closed, it's still fairly loud. You can still hear it. It sounds really good. We're gonna pull this thing outside and see what it sounds like.
What I was talking about, you guys. Oh, we can't make this talk sound better. Yes, you can. You believe in yourself.
It sounds so freaking sick.
That's right.
pops, the bangs, is super loud, and you got the valves on it, so you can just shut it off, so it's not crazy hectic loud. In fact, you can push a button and then it's not that anymore, dial. Next up, we're gonna be handling the front end. This is an M4 competition, and there is a lot of plastic on the front bumper. Now, these cars do look sharp from the factory, but that's not it, and neither is this grille. We've got a handful of front-end carbon bits by Keys Motorsports, and this is gonna really dial in the front of this car, make it look like a proper M car. Now, doing the front-end mods on Evan's G80 was one of my favorite touches on the car because it brings the front end to the next level. I love the grille design of this. The carbon split up here, and the venting is so much better than the factory mesh. And of course, the first step is to get the front bumper off, so let's get it off. You're a professional with exhaust systems, but let's see how good you are with front bumpers.
Let's see. Probably not that good.
Taking the factory bumper off is the easy part. Now we got to take the grills out, which is kind of trick. We got to take all of the sensors out, move all the harnesses, and then we got to start fighting these little plastic clips. I remember Evan was struggling with this one.
The bumper was easier than I thought. This makes me nervous, but we're going to be careful, see where we get.
We got it. It's easy. All right, we've got the plastic shrouds on the inside off the inner liner. Now all we have to do is pop out the grills and the mesh. All right, all of the factory grill work is out. Now it's time to start adding some Keys carbon.
This is what it should have looked like from the factory.
That's what I was
Hot take.
All the grill work is installed super quick and easy. All we have to do is replace these little corner caps here and then we're done. All of our Keys carbon fiber is in the front bumper, and now we have some inlays to put in, a camera, and the harness before we show you guys what the bumper looks like. Front bumper is completely done. What do you think?
It looks great. The carbon against the gray, love it.
This grille design is already pretty controversial. A lot of people don't like it.
Yeah.
And I think simplifying the carbon makes it way nicer.
I totally agree, and this design grew on me a lot. And then once you're done with all the coolers, you can put it back on, because I gotta go. So, good working with you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go catch a flight. Later, guys.
Now, before we get the front bumper installed, there's one final piece of the Keys, which is the front lip. Now, unfortunately, we have to bolt this onto the bumper as it goes on the car. Before we do that, we have some more work to do under the hood. We've got a set of CSF coolers here. The first cooler is a heat exchanger for the turbos. So this is gonna keep the AITs much more colder than the factory ones, keeping boost strong, and we have an engine oil cooler. If whoever wins this car wants to take this thing on track, this car is going to be dialed and ready to go. So let's get the factory coolers out and get our CSF coolers in.
Imagine being able to build anything, for any reason, in any style, at any scale, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform made for anyone with an idea and a drive to bring it to life. Describe what you want and watch it take shape. You can plan, customize, and expand in any direction. From tools built for one, to platforms ready for many. From passion projects to enterprise-grade systems. Everything is built in and ready to launch. It's a new world of creation, where you can go as far as your imagination takes you.
Are we drilling that out?
I do. There we go. Oh my.
Oh, brother.
Look at that. Hey! Bottom heat exchanger hose is on. Now we're moving on to the oil cooler.
First of all, these come with huge oil coolers from the factory.
Well, look at this one.
Wow.
It's got a dent.
Smash
it's
up.
full of crap.
That's not cooling anything, brother. That's not cooling anything either. So that's not good. We're also gonna upgrade it. So we'll have a bigger cooler with bigger capacity, and it's gonna keep the car much colder, which is nice. Let's get this thing off. This is just about the buffest guard I've ever seen ever. This thing is stout, bro. This is crazy. Listen to that.
All right, everything underneath is completely buttoned up. Now it's time to bring the car down so we can finish off the stuff at the top, and then the CSF cooling system will be complete.
Now we're gonna move into the engine bay, and this is the one place I think this car is really lacking, especially compared to the F80, because it had a beautiful carbon fiber factory strut brace, and this one is kind of just like stock stamp steel. We're gonna be replacing this terrible strut bar from the factory with a beautiful carbon fiber.
Tell you what.
It's pretty amazing, actually. With Monday Sales CRM, I can easily customize my CRM without any
What's the situation that we're walking into?
Right now, a possible 30 in progress, which is a person that was abducted. That was originally a missing person.
Welcome to Jacksonville.
Hey man, show me your fucking hands. He's in the house. Right here, Kyle. Right here, Kyle.
Night patrol. This graveyard shift is notorious among police officers for being the time when wild things occur. You could be having a quiet night on the job when all of a sudden you get a call into someone's worst nightmare. Kidnappings, robberies, home invasions, and domestic violence. In this episode, each one of those scenarios I just mentioned happens. Today's episode takes place in Jacksonville, Florida, which has long been known as one of Florida's most dangerous cities. But as of recently, something remarkable is happening in Jacksonville. Under Sheriff TK Waters' leadership, crime stats are dropping rapidly. In fact, homicides are down about 50% year over year. And in this episode, you will meet the boots on the ground characters behind these crime fighting efforts. Over the course of 2 nights with Jacksonville Police, we venture into the darkness on night patrol with the police and also with a K9 unit. This episode is part 2 of a 3-part series we shot with Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Folks, we're in Jacksonville, Florida, here for a police ride along. I have a hunch it's going to be an active night for us. Just stopping at the gas station to get a little food before we got started. Looks like some undercover guys. To be here in a wild city, basically filming an episode of Cops, there's a lot of nostalgia and excitement. This is a job I could not do. I feel lucky to even be here. For them to open their doors to us is huge. And I think goes to show the trust that we've built, that no matter if you're a billionaire, a fentanyl dealer, a police officer, a rapper, that we're gonna take care of you and do a good job telling your story. Hey, how you doing, man? Good, how are you? Good. Nice to meet you. I'm Tommy.
Nice to meet you.
How are you?
Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? We have a crew, Tommy G Productions. They're coming to showcase the good work that you do day in and day out. They want to see patrol, narcotics, task force, how this great agency works here in our community.
Yeah, thank you guys for having us. We've done this with East Chicago PD, we've done it with Drug Task Force out in Memphis, and we just want to be there to be a fly on the wall to showcase your profession, and we're very coachable, so whatever we need to do, move here, do that, tell us, and we're just happy for the opportunity to be with you guys for the next few days.
So we just found some intel out about, I guess there was a shooting last night up in District 6.
The suspect's still outstanding. No idea where he's at yet.
That's really all I got tonight, so just stay safe out there, test your tasers.
What's the plan of attack today?
We'll see what calls are in the area right now to see if there's anything major going on. If not, then we'll start the auditing process, going to see if anybody's pedestrian violations or any traffic stops we can find to possibly check some drugs off the street.
Okay, cool.
So give the people the lay of the land. What's the situation that we're walking into?
Possible 30 in progress, which is a person that was abducted. That was originally a missing person.
So what's your mindset going into this, or what's your role in the strike?
So basically figuring out where everybody else is set up currently, and then getting with Lieutenant to figure out where he wants us to set up at for this 3-man strike team that we've got set up. Creighton, do you have breaching tools?
I've got it.
They need breaching tools at the door.
It sounds like you guys are gonna breach the door, is it?
I'm not sure what they have there. They're asking for a 3-man team right now to go to the front of the house, and they're looking for breaching tools. If there's somebody that's being held hostage, we'll make entry.
What do we know so far?
We have a little girl in the house, 15 years old.
There's a light that keeps coming on this side.
Let's move. I want to move this light. I don't want her to be in the last side. Hey.
It looks open in here too. Ready?
Yep, gotcha. Yep.
Stay to the side of the car.
There's movement inside the house, absolutely.
Pistols down.
Stop. Alright, we got contact at the front. Stand by.
Step outside. Show us your hands.
Like I said, we'll explain everything in a minute, okay? I'll get everything figured out.
I would just like to know why.
Okay, so we got a call from
A resident?
Yeah, it was a juvenile saying that she was being held captive here.
No, there's no juvenile. We are the
Okay.
only ones here.
I believe. But we just have to verify.
No, I am okay with that. I'm okay with you walking in. I'm sorry, I don't.
I gotta bring another one.
One other person, that's fine, but.
Join eToro's Learn and Earn Challenge and earn cash. It's easy. Visit etoro.tw/earn. Take some of our investing courses, test your knowledge by completing quizzes, and get a cash bonus for each passing grade. At the end of the challenge, take our survey to get paid. Boom! Learn and earn on eToro today.
EVE Online is a vast universe.
So sorry for the scare. Thank you for understanding. Okay, good. Well, I appreciate your compliance. Very important. We appreciate that. Okay. If you need anything from us, any badge numbers, names,
We want to do a supplement so that we can rule this house out. So if anybody else gets to follow up on this squad, they know that this house has been cleared.
The guy you just saw get pulled out of his house at gunpoint was completely innocent. This call ended strangely, and from what I can gather, it was a false alarm. Potentially, it was a swatting call, which, as my friend Ryan Montgomery explained in a previous episode, these are online trolls that make fake calls that can be very dangerous for the people being pranked. Now, I'm not quite sure what happened with the call you just saw, but I do think it does a great job highlighting how, with very little background information, police officers have to be prepared to run into crazy situations. How would you rate this area out of 10 for sketchiness?
Probably a 6 or 7. I worked here when I was in phase 3 of FTO, and it's definitely a good area to learn in, especially if you have a good FTO to teach you how to maintain these streets and everything, and how to work the job. All right, I think we're good here. So let's go see what else is going on.
Is this night off to a busy start?
Not like you would think. Like, this is pretty equivalent to a regular night.
So we're here about to have a meeting with the sheriff, TK Waters. What is your message to criminals in Jacksonville?
My message to criminals in Jacksonville is this: go away, or we're going to put you away, or you can quit. We're not the agency that you want to try. Stop committing crimes in our community, or we're going to get you. We're coming for you.
One of the things I'm most curious about is if you look at the homicide rates from 2022, 2023 to 2024, the city's dropped almost in half, which is remarkable.
It is remarkable.
What's the secret sauce that's cooking here?
Man, hard work. Listen, proactivity is not a dirty word. Proactivity is what we're supposed to do. Proactivity is a part of one of the basic parts of police work. If you see a police officer just sitting there, he better be sitting there, or she better be sitting there writing their police report so they can get on to the next, whether call or out there being proactive, looking for people that are doing things they should not be doing in our community.
Okay, so we're on to a shots fired call?
Yes. Sometimes it's hard to find where the actual shell casings are, even with ShotSpotter.
So everything is based on the call notes here. So this was 10 minutes ago. They didn't hear anybody screaming. They didn't hear anybody yelling. And I got to go in thinking that when we did it, I was probably already gone. But you always want to keep your head about you.
The person that reported this, what are the odds that she'll actually speak to you that you're here?
Both of these people are not wanting to speak to us. So they're just informing us that there was shots in this area and they wanted to come and check it out.
And they don't want the neighborhood to see them talking to you.
Exactly. Unfortunately, things like this, since it's not a specific ShotSpotter area, we just have to get out and canvass the area for possible casings, anybody possibly hurt, and then if we do find the casings, then we collect the casings and take them into processing.
This is the NIBIN laboratory for the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office.
This is Jacksonville's Crime Gun Intelligence Center, CJIC, and this office uses the National Integrated Ballistic Information Network, or NIBIN, to analyze ballistics and help solve gun-related crimes. By leveraging NIBIN, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office can quickly process and compare ballistic evidence, leading to more efficient identification of suspects and connections between crimes. For instance, when casings are collected based on ShotSpotter alerts, it has yielded a 42% hit rate when processed through NIBIN, and this links gunfire incidents across multiple jurisdictions. So instead of saying it's a boy or it's a girl, you say it's a 9mm?
It's a 9mm, but is it a 9mm that goes to that? Because there's different characteristics of the 9mm depending on the gun.
Did y'all hear any shots fired or anything? Okay. I ain't got nothing.
Where we have ShotSpotter areas, we'll typically find casings more often when somebody just calls them in like this, but without an exact area, like ShotSpotter can give us, we don't really know where to look.
And so you guys have a testing facility where you fire a gun and then you examine it?
We do. It's a bullet recovery tank, and it's got a portal that the examiner holds the gun, shoots into the portal, into the water, and the casings are ejected out in a semi-automatic. We collect the casings that we know went to that gun, collect the bullets, and we bring them back here to image them.
So is it frustrating trying to solve things, but you get very little help from the community?
Yes, but we also have a lot of different avenues that we can use to try and find suspects.
Gun laws in Florida are pretty good for the gun owner, right?
For the most part, yeah.
So there's some heavy shit on the streets?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So what's your why? What gets you excited to wake up in the morning to do this?
Just something new every day. That you literally can't put the same day into another day, like, because it's always different. You never know what you're gonna get.
Would you say that this job's your calling?
I think public safety as a whole is.
So some Americans would look at the drug laws and say the war on drugs has not worked, and why are people still getting busted for things like weed? What's your take on that?
Drugs are always going to be on the streets because we don't have the manpower to catch everybody, nor the assets to be able to do all of those things, to be able to take them all off there like one specific time. That's why our specialized units try to hit it as hard as we can. The biggest issue with it is the amount of fentanyl that's being laced and all this stuff that's like, it's killing so many people.
We're definitely in the trenches right now.
Oh, yes. Hey, y'all come talk to us for a second. Y'all know y'all gotta be on the sidewalk.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The police, they liars, manipulators.
What do you think it would take for the public to have a better relationship with police?
Better communication, I guess. I don't know, because I went to jail for some stupid shit, like, and the police should be more honest about stuff, because they will sit here and make you feel comfortable to talk to them and open up, just for them to like do the complete opposite of what they just made. They made you feel safe.
All right, here you go.
Honestly, I feel like
just like now.
Everybody should be free, and we should have nobody trying to live their life, because God gave everybody free will to live their life, and we should have no police trying to stop them. All right. They don't really be helping. They be killing and stuff more than they be helping. That's all I'm saying, but
y'all be safe tonight.
Did he already tell you about the lights on your bike?
I'm leaving right here.
No, you don't need to leave it. You can walk with it.
You're fine. Stay off the road.
We are a proud nation, founded on the principles of freedom, democracy, and independence. But our very values are being threatened. Our democracy has never faced such a grave threat before.
Will you sit idly by and let others stand up for your freedom? Or will you take command and lead our nation to new heights of greatness? Join the Navy.
Nigga, you're a fucking spammer. Like, stop
Sail the
spamming.
7 seas and feel the thrill of adventure. See the world and point big guns at fascinating new things. A brother bonded by the sea awaits.
Our enemies hate freedom. Show them no mercy. Download and serve for the common good in World of Warships.
Service guarantees naval battles every day. Spending your monetary allowance isn't required.
Big ideas don't come easy. But when you get one, use that moment of clarity to create a new reality. To turn your pastime into your full-time. Your personal style into your signature brand. Your homemade recipe into a household name. Your daydream into your dream job. Your talent into a movement. From taking the first step to seeing it all come together, you can do it yourself. Wix.
So their attitude to the stop was, I'm an adult riding a bike, why am I getting stopped by the police?
But you're still breaking the law based off Florida State statute per you being in the road when there's a sidewalk provided. So that gives us right to be able to stop you and inform you about your violation and possibly give you a ticket on it. You don't have to give a ticket. It kind of just depends.
So what type of issues do you see facing this particular neighborhood the most?
Domestic violence and then burglaries to conveyances. You see there's cars everywhere. Most criminals know that cameras are only going to pick up so much. If they've got a mask on, they can come and bust in that window right now, get whatever they want out of it, and get out of here, possibly before an officer's even on scene, so they might be able to get away with it, kind of thing.
If you could wave a magic wand and change one thing about these areas.
Probably more job opportunities. That's mainly what people want. People want to be able to make money to afford for their families.
How do we get more job opportunities for the hood?
That's a tough one for me as a sheriff. I think the opportunities are there if you want to take the opportunity. Let me use myself for example. I'm not perfect, right? As soon as I became old enough to work, there was a job there for me. Whether it be bagging groceries at 13 years old or working a summer hire job in Europe when my dad was stationed in Germany, working a summer hire job and then going to bag groceries when it's done. The reward of being able to earn my own money is tremendous. It's a sense of accomplishment. The jobs are there. It might be smaller jobs, but certain jobs I believe are entry-level jobs anyway. So take those entry-level jobs. We live in the society that we live in, because we live in America, there's a sense sometimes of an entitlement. Let's not have that attitude. Let's realize that we have to crawl before we can walk. Start where you need to start and move up. The jobs are there.
Officer Crane with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. The reason for the stop is you're missing a headlight up here.
What goes through your mind when you first get pulled over?
What the hell they pulling me over for? I called my boyfriend. I said they finna pull me over. I seen y'all was behind me.
Yes, ma'am. If you had a son and they said they wanted to become a police officer, what would you think?
Be careful. You know, I don't know. It's a job.
What's been your experience with police and law enforcement?
I don't bother y'all, so y'all don't bother me.
Would you feel like, hey, they make the city safer? I'm happy they're here.
Yeah, especially nowadays. Yeah, bad nowadays. It's like bad. It's nothing like when we was growing up.
My license got suspended. Now I gotta try to go do something else as far as work, because I done lost the job. Because y'all wrote me a citation, y'all told me to walk on the left-hand side. So on the left-hand side, it's no sidewalk here, and it's no sidewalk here. I looked it up in the statute. It says walk on the left-hand side if there is no sidewalk. How many times I gotta get stopped today? This don't make no damn sense, man. Y'all out of control, man. Y'all already taking food out my son's mouth. Y'all just gonna keep harassing me every fucking day. I get off work, walking, you can't walk here. You can't walk there, you can't walk here. I'm always being harassed, bro. I'm just tired, bro.
Stay on the sidewalk.
I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm letting you know I'm tired. All right, I know what to do.
One of the strategies Jacksonville Police champions is a tactic they call proactive police work. It's when officers pull people over for minor infractions like driving with a broken taillight or walking on the wrong side of the street, and this gives them the legal means to investigate for more serious crimes like felons with guns, drugs, and outstanding warrants. Supporters argue that this approach takes dangerous criminals off the street before they can do any harm. Critics, however, see this as a form of harassment. Let me know in the comments what you think. Are you a fan of proactive police work, and would you want this done in the city where you live? We had an interaction with a man last night who was walking in the street and he got pulled over. He got, licensed, and he felt like he was being harassed. I'm an adult walking down the street, and the police officer we're with said that, we got to look at the little things because they could turn into big things. But, you guys have done a fantastic job cracking down on one of the biggest crimes there is, of murder. How do you balance that with not being overbearing on the population? I'm an adult walking down the street. Why are you pulling me over with 2 squad cars?
So first of all, where was you walking? Second, what time of night was it? Third, was there a call for service about a suspicious individual, which happens quite often. You don't do a drive-by when you're walking through a neighborhood. You do a drive-by because you're in a car with weapons and you shoot at people that, whether it be a rival gang member or something like that. And then sometimes innocent people in our community fall victim to that kind of stuff. So we stop cars and we look for reasons to stop cars. It's part of the process. It's part of what we're supposed to do. You can watch video after video of people saying, you're violating my rights, you're violating my rights. But if you call me because someone's in your neighborhood that you don't recognize, they look strange, I have a responsibility to answer that call and find out what's going on.
In Milwaukee, the statistics came out, that's where I'm from, that police contact to civilians was down like 40 or 50%. They were less likely to do a traffic stop, less likely to pull someone over. We inherited things from that era of, anti-police sentiment was at an all-time high. How did you guys combat that or work around it?
You have to stay steadfast through the good and the bad. Every interaction with the police, for the most part, is negative, whether it be a traffic stop. It's not negative in the sense where the officer's unprofessional. No one likes getting stopped for a traffic violation. We just have to drive through that and push through that, one, with professionalism, making sure the public knows that we're doing this because we care about what's going on in our community. We want to make sure that our community members are safe.
I know police are super important, and I know you guys have a very dangerous job, and you guys take care of things that most people don't have the balls to take care of.
What's the fastest way to move deals forward? Monday CRM. It all started with the quickest onboarding I've seen. Everyone on our team instantly worked way faster. Ben wasted no time customizing the team's lead board to include all the info they need, and even pulled in all the tools.
But yet, he was an adult walking down the street. I've done that tons of times, and I've never gotten pulled over.
Yeah.
What would you say to that?
That doesn't change the fact that he's still violating a Florida state statute.
So you don't walk on your street in your neighborhood?
Sure don't.
Because we talk to a lot of guys in neighborhoods like this, and I think how they feel is they feel like it's one big system that's kind of against them.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not against anybody. We're just enforcing the law to mitigate other issues like the dude that got run over right here, just like that guy right there. Note that stop sign right there with the hand that says don't cross, and he's in the middle of crossing right there. Dude died right there, right in the middle of this road right here because of him and his violation. That is the exact reason why we do this stuff, is to mitigate these issues. And then he wants to come at me like I'm the bad guy when I'm just trying to enforce a law to keep him from getting hurt.
Did you have to respond to that scene?
I sure did. He was dead right here.
I don't judge people. It's not my job to judge their character or them as a person. I'm just out here to enforce the laws.
Zulu 566, Sumo 13, Acorn, and Church Street. Hey, man. You ain't got no light on this thing. You need to get one. You need one for the front and rear. You gotta have one, a white light on the front that's visible up to 500 feet, and then a red light on the back. Yeah, you gotta have a light on here. We got a lot of people getting hit out here. Thank you. Just hang out with us off. I'll be right back.
He works at Daly's in Mandarin.
Holy cow!
He rides your bike to and from work, hour and a half every day.
Yo, that's commitment right there. Yeah, that's a long way. Here you go. You're all good. Just make sure you get a light for the front and the rear of it, okay?
I already have scares on the bike, so.
Exactly, yeah. We ain't trying to have scares on the bike. That's why we pulled you over, just for the same instance.
Yeah,
So,
I get you.
that's a long way to ride a bike. Holy cow.
Yeah.
But she just got her vehicle stolen last year.
I think that just goes to show how much that impacts someone's life. That now she's spending
It
3
does.
hours a day biking to work.
Yep, exactly.
What are we running into?
So we got a 21 burglary to a residence. Just occurred. Complainant residence suspect is complainant's son. So possibly could be civil because they're family members, but we still don't know that yet. Son came in through the window. It could be civil because the son could have a key, but she's saying it's a burglary, so we have to treat it as such for a burglary.
Her own son?
Yeah. That's it? Alright, that might be him. No. Hey, what you got going on?
What just happened? Why are the police here?
Somebody here called about a burglary.
No! You ain't talking no burglary?
What's the address here?
Ain't no burglary here.
Yeah, that's where our address for a burglary is.
Oh no, I want to say no, ain't no burglary here, baby.
Who called?
I did, but I was coming for he gone, my son. But he gone, I called. I just
Oh,
called.
so it was a burglary, but he's gone.
Yeah, no, yeah. You can say well, he gone.
So he's not here?
No, he left.
She called the cops, but then acted completely surprised that you guys showed up.
Yeah.
What is that about?
I don't know. It's pretty dead.
So what do you guys make of that situation?
That's a common theme. Parents calling about their kids because they don't want them in the house. And then we show up because we have a call for a burglary. And then she doesn't like that. So then she doesn't want anything done. And if she doesn't want any police services, then there's nothing we can do.
This is a thinking man's game. There's so many statutes and laws. This isn't just a brute force job. This is someone that you have to really be on your toes and aware of things that are changing all the time.
Yeah.
What is that like?
It takes, I guess you could say it takes a toll on how you have to think about things. It also is a way you have to think about things when you go into a call. So sometimes when you go into a call, you have to like think about all these statutes that you have to follow per Florida, or all these policies that you have to follow per JSO.
You have much bigger cojones than I do. Thank you for taking us out tonight. And stay safe out there,
Will
okay?
do, thank you.
That concluded an action-packed first night with the Jacksonville Police, and we were told the next day would be spent with a legendary officer on the K-9 team. Let's meet the guy. Sarge, tell the people who you are and what you do.
My name is Sergeant Plogger. I'm one of the 3 K-9 sergeants at our JSO K-9 unit.
What kind of stuff have you seen in your day? Have you been shot at?
Yes.
Have you gone on foot chases?
Oh yes, like working behind. When I was a K-9 handler, yes. I mean, all that stuff. So, the K-9 unit only deploy on typically, violent felony suspects. So usually when a K-9 unit is being asked to respond to a call to assist, they're going with the air unit as well, and it's usually someone who's done something very violent and then ran from the area.
And how have you seen Jacksonville change over time, keeping in mind the homicide rate was almost double 2 years ago and has gone way down?
Yeah, so our sheriff, TK Waters, has done a phenomenal job. He's definitely increased the proactive policing initiatives, putting those officers in areas that are extremely more violent than others.
What's the secret sauce that's cooking here?
Man, hard work. Listen, and I think everybody knows this. 2017, 18, 19, 20, weird times in the United States of America, where you vilified, and you get to a point where around the country where, all right, I want to do this, I love my community, but if I do this and then something rough happens, they're gonna persecute me and drag me on the news, drag me on YouTube, Facebook. At some point, officers began to take a step back. We didn't really notice it that much here. But if you have a person that feels like they're gonna be persecuted for doing a job that not many people want to do, I mean, and what it takes to be able to get here, you have a tendency to wanna slow down. Well, what we've done here is proactivity is not a dirty word. Proactivity is what we're supposed to do. Proactivity is a part of one of the basic parts of police work.
Welcome to Adapted Minds, the Monster Math Academy. Your child can make their very own monster. Da, 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 da. Win awesome prizes. And hatch cool pets in our interactive learning games. Wow, a pet!
Correct.
The more math they learn, the more pets they earn. Monsters challenge your child's pre-K through 8th grade math skills, adjusting the difficulty as your kids level up. And don't worry, if your child makes a mistake, a real teacher explains each problem they miss so they can learn all by themselves. Track your child's progress with a daily report of their effort and grade completion each day they play. Get started for free.
GoDaddy Point of Sale gives you a powerful POS solution. Get the lowest transaction fees in the industry. Save even more on card processing costs with RateSaver. And get up to next.
So what are we walking into right now?
This is the parking garage we were using for training. This is a 4-day tracking class put on by a really good trainer. And he's just teaching his theory and methods of how to implement getting these dogs to track and keep their nose on the ground on hard surfaces, which is the most difficult for dogs to do.
And what are these fellas about to do right now?
Run a track, so we'll get to see the dog work a human odor in a direction and complete it all the way to the end, and that's what we're working on. This is hard surface tracking, so obviously not grass. This is the most difficult tracking that you can do because there's not grass and dirt and moisture up here to hold that human odor. So we're working on paying the dog right from the start. You see he's locked onto his little bit of kibble, but blended in with that kibble is where he has laid a track all the way around this. Take a step, nice. Move, slide line, very nice. He's working like there's stairways there. The track goes past the stairs, the dog goes in the stairs, but then makes that turn and follows it down to the end. So now he's following odor exactly like we want to do, and that was his marker.
How bad can a dog bite somebody up?
Permanent bodily disfigurement, like helicopter flight to the hospital.
We got a call?
Training program.
Hey, brother.
Oh, have a good one.
Good meeting you. We just got a call?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Something about fleeing a lube warrant. We'll check the computer when we get in the car.
So, what'd you say this is a dangerous job?
Canine is probably the most dangerous job in law enforcement, in my opinion. It forces you to take exposure. So, you know, our SWAT guys deal with like the worst of the worst. Those guys are highly trained, right? But then they have a lot of armored vehicles, and you know, most of what they deal with are high-risk search warrants and barricaded suspects. When you have these violent criminals who do the things that they do and they run off in the woods, you have no idea where they're hiding. So you're having to take, you know, your safety and put it in your dog's hand and your dog's nose, really.
And is this a lights on speed in there or just cruise there?
I don't do that a lot, man. You got people on their cell phones driving, dude, right? They're not paying attention, and you all of a sudden they hear sirens and see lights and they freak out even more.
Like what we saw in the last few years, now people are comfortable calling shit out. Like when they see a convenience store robbery, like people, the comments online are just dragging that person, like what a piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. Like And I think young men they want their cities to feel safe again, and they know they can do something about it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that part's true. I can definitely see that.
Because it does feel like we went through like a lawless era.
Oh my
where,
gosh, man.
Oh, someone steals your car? Well, they're not out next day, so they don't even care.
Oh yeah, it was like the George Floyd thing, and then you had COVID right behind it.
How did the George Floyd incident change policing in America?
I think it helped turn a lot of the general public against or feel like that it's a lot more corrupt than it really is. I think that was a difficult situation. That's still not indicative of the police departments across America. We handle about 800,000 calls per year for service. We stop our cars, we go inside stores. We have public police contact, right? Not even logged out, just contact, where we talk to one another and see each other. Out of that, did we have, 7 officer-involved shootings last year? Out of millions of contacts, millions. And so you put that in perspective and you tell that story, it helps clear it up a lot.
So what's this call for?
Robbery. Business advisors, they just left. 23 to a business, unknown, vehicle description, into the store, took everything from jewelry case. Yeah, they smashed all the jewelry cases and took everything.
2 miles out.
Is that his name, Zeke?
Zeke, yeah.
So right now Zeke's hoping that somebody starts running.
Yeah, so he already knows what time it is, especially when we start keying up on the radio. He's about a 7-year-old dog, so like by now he's kind of understanding what the game is, you know.
We're here at the scene of a robbery of a jewelry store. It's a smash and grab, but they did leave blood on the scene. But we're trying to figure out if there was 2 suspects, where they went, whether they took a vehicle, and how much is missing. So the employees are shell-shocked. They just had a crazy thing happen on their watch, and they're kind of picking up the pieces and packing up and going home. And so this is now the investigation starts, tracking these guys down, trying to figure out who did it, where the loot's going, and apparently it was just tax season, so people have been running in here buying things, so there's a lot of activity, hard to sort out who may have been who. So now the police are trying to look for suspects and figure out the next step. Does any part of you get excited for calls? Like, man,
So that is my problem. I absolutely love it, right?
Applies, maybe runs in the house, which creates a whole other dynamic with barricade. So just kind of game plan in different scenarios in my head that might occur.
Yeah, I know.
Houses down. Just waiting for the word to sweep in.
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
Y'all got your comms down?
Holy shit.
I'll take comms if we get a runner.
So let's hug close to that house.
Yeah, it is.
We need to reach out to her and see if she saw anybody pop out.
No, I think he's long gone now. Is that busted out?
Hey man, show me your fucking hands. He's in the house.
Hey.
Show me your fucking hands. It's the police. We want you.
I didn't do that.
We want you. Go to the front door.
Hey, hold.
He's going to the front. He's going to the front. Right here, Kyle. Right here, Kyle. Put the dog in. Put the dog in.
Get your dog out. Hey.
Put the dog in.
It's for my safety, bro. Wait.
Get out. Get out right now. You're gonna get bit.
I'm coming.
Get out right now.
Get your ass out the house. Go to the ground.
What am I doing?
Go to the goddamn ground.
Go to the ground.
Go to the ground.
What am I doing?
Go in the fucking stomach.
I'm on my stomach.
Don't you fucking move.
I'm on my stomach. My name is Octavius Alexander. I stay in this house. The key in my pocket, Mom.
Relax, buddy. Relax.
I'm relaxed.
We're gonna tell you what's going on when we're ready. Just chill.
Oh my God.
Is there anything going
know there are any weapons or anything?
I got weed in my pocket, that's it. I stay here. You can call the owner. She will. Man, listen, man, y'all tripping, man. And you got the dog finna bite me and shit. You threatening to bite me with a dog and all that. I ain't did nothing. And I got the code to the house. How the what is going on, bro?
That guy was as close as you can get to getting dog bit. Because going by what the victim stated, he's not supposed to have a key to the house. So they're gonna have to revisit that and question her why he might have a key.
At what point will you explain to him?
I'm not. That's their job. We did what we came to do, which was locate him.
So, hypothetically, if I'm in an arrest situation, I don't get to know why?
We can tell you your charges, yeah, but we don't have to explain all the details. That's what your first appearance court is. Like, that guy was escalated, right? He was very elevated, upset, obviously. So we don't have to, when you ask, we don't have to tell you at the time that you ask, right? We're trying to de-escalate and calm him down because he's still riled up. They have to search him. We still don't know if he's got a gun on him.
So there was an incident that happened earlier between you and your girl.
That was earlier, yes.
Okay, put your hands on her.
No, sir. We didn't even go through
it. So how did she get all her bruises on her?
Man, that girl, come up. She has bruises. Listen, man, I don't like this. I do not like this. I'm going to.
So,
reiterate everything.
So you didn't put your hands on her?
No, sir.
There should be no reason for her to be absolutely terrified of you.
She's not terrified of me. I just spoke with
I'm going to quote her. She said you beat the shit out of her.
Man, I ain't do nothing like that, bro.
You do have a violation of your probation.
No,
you're going to jail.
Why am I going to jail?
Okay. Domestic battery, second and subsequent.
Man,
you're also being charged with resisting.
Listen, whoa. Man, that's wrong, though. That's what you did.
Those things kind of ravel out of control pretty quick, huh?
Yeah.
There's always room to improve on everything we do. Nothing ever, in my mind, goes perfectly.
And if guilty, this would be his third domestic violence?
I don't know. According to the patrol officer who's their primary unit, she's saying it would be his third domestic with the victim. So he may have priors before that. I don't know.
The average person does not get to experience stuff like that.
But see, this is what the job does, because like to me, that's not even a tick on the meter. Like that didn't even get my blood pressure.
So same thing, when I'm in there with the Gaines or like the Tijuana guys, like I've been desensitized to where it's not a big
something
deal.
wrong with you, dude.
But
what evidence did they have on him? Did they have any?
Evidence?
Yeah, with the text messages and stuff, like I'm gonna beat your ass, or?
So I don't know. They had the domestic battery. I don't know, but it was his third subsequent offense, which brought the felony into play.
Oh, so they already had the charges?
Yeah. They had the felony, the domestic charge on him. But,
Okay,
you know,
not a warrant, just PC?
Yeah, that's why we were talking about the violation of probation. And
Okay.
everything else. It was kind of.
So what's gonna happen to that guy?
He'll get a first appearance court in the morning and a bond set. And he was scared of that dog, so I'm sure it helped with his surrender. I mean, that's a benefit too.
So.
We got into some crazy situations. The officers were brave, and I'm glad that everyone is okay. No one in the entire 2 days was harmed in the filming of this, both the criminal, the suspect, the cop, and us. So it's a good day, and things march on. So if you're interested in the murder rate going down, then this is a city to sure check out and look into and ask, what is the recipe they have going on here? So I'm excited to see the comments on this one, excited to see what you guys think. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week. This is part 2 of a 3-part series. Thank you to Vic for bringing us in. Thank you to Sheriff TK, Officers Wood, Officer Flower. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next week. Folks, hope you enjoyed this episode.
How to get spotted up to 200 Loz. Apply for a Chime checking account. Install the app. Set up direct deposit. Unlock fee-free overdraft.
A local car dealership is hoping that you can help find more than a dozen cars stolen over 2 days. Surveillance video shows 3 masked men entering the service area and taking 5 vehicles. That was just the beginning.
Now, once it tells me the PIN, I'm good to go. Okay? There. Now look. You got it.
It's almost like trying to guard LeBron James.
This would be a payday for me. I like this. This is money. Right here. Probably 2 people in the United States have Hellcats are not hard for me to take. I even carry a red key everywhere I go.
In one night, how many dealerships can you hit?
My personal record was like 15 cars in one day. Respectfully, after meeting their employees, I know they're not going to chase me. So I would take that literally right out the line and drive it out the line and wave at them as I'm leaving.
In 2023, over 1 million cars were stolen in America. The business of car theft is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Now, we've all heard of Kia and Hyundai boys who can smash a window and use a USB cord to steal your car quickly, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. On encrypted platforms like Discord and Signal, there are thousands of car thieves conspiring and orchestrating sophisticated heists. They can steal luxury vehicles from your own driveway while you sleep. They can steal cars from heavily guarded and fenced-in auto dealerships, and they know how to wipe VIN numbers clean so they can put your car in somebody else's name. Today, we connect with one of America's most notorious car thieves, and this is his resume. He's the record holder for RST thefts. He's stolen cars in nearly every U.S. state. He's done dozens of high-speed chases from police cars and helicopters, and he's on the run right now from U.S. Marshals. For reasons we'll reveal later, he's agreed to come to Milwaukee and show us an inside look at the business of car theft. Buckle up, folks. This episode is truly a wild ride. Given the nature of what Felix does for work, he wanted our first meeting to be in a private and secure location. So I sent him the coordinates for an abandoned building by my house and told him to meet me on the second floor.
We're meeting our contact in an abandoned building, and he's gonna take us deep into this world. How you doing? You're not the guy we're supposed to be meeting, are you? Okay. Yeah. We're gonna see if it's legit, but the stuff he says he gets into is real deal heist, real deal theft, real deal moving cars, moving units, and hitting dealerships, which to me sounds like an insane job. But he said second floor on the right. This is kind of an interesting meeting spot. Felix? What's happening? Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, bro.
This is your normal type of meeting spot?
Mm-hmm. So nice and secluded. Make sure we can hang on, talk a little bit.
Okay. What is it that you get into?
Anything taking cars. Luxury, can be basic cars, but of course I like the more expensive the better.
Are we talking dealerships, driveways, parked cars?
All of the above, but my preferred dealerships, of course, all day they're easier to get, but I can take a car from anywhere, anybody's yard, their driveway, garage, wherever, it doesn't matter to me, to be honest.
Is that a stressful job?
Sometimes when you have a lot of close calls, but I think for the most part, no. I'm used to it now. I've been in it for a little bit. I know how to move and get away, so as long as I have, all the tools available to me to make it home, I'm pretty confident in what I do.
What is it you got there?
This is a little device, a little Chinese device that's used basically for everything taking cars. Of course, I got nicer devices than this, but this is basically just a basic one.
Can that take my car? I got a 2017 Chevy Cruze.
On the list, we go try it. Let's go take it.
Okay, before we put my car to the test, let's talk a little bit more. I want to get to know you. It would seem to me that you gotta live in a world of secrecy.
100%. I mean, secrecy is everything, and if somebody knows who you are, basically they have everything about you. So, keeping myself secure and not letting people know who I am is like priority in this, because this, is not just Kia boy stuff. This is taking millions of dollars in cars from certain places. Some of you might get upset.
How did you get into it?
Just by chance, I ran into a group of people online that were selling cars with no titles, and I figured it out pretty quick that these aren't legal cars, and bought my first Hybrid like this, spent my money, and here I am. Count on my hands, and people that are probably maybe close to me, or maybe a little bit better than me. Probably 2 people in the United States are better than me. If you're scared, you gotta stay away from this, because fear is the number one thing that's gonna get you caught. If you walk into a situation questioning the what ifs, they're gonna happen. If I'm going in to do something, I'm going in clear-headed with the intentions of doing it, and I'm with a plan, and I'm methodical about it.
With Gemini and Google Sheets, you can create comprehensive schedules in no time.
What does your family think about this?
They think I'm crazy. They think I'm taking unnecessary risks, but at the same time, I think they see the benefit of it all. You know, they worry when they don't hear from me for days at a time, but they usually tell me when you don't hear from me, it's all right because I'm not in real trouble, I'm not in a situation. So yeah, outside of that, they just want me to get in and get out. You know, they never wanted this to be forever. So.
Have you had any close calls?
Oh, too many to count. There's been a lot of situations where I've been surprised in cars by, you know, officers just walking down the lot. They got smart and stopped pulling up immediately and they'll start walking through the lot trying to catch us. There's been a lot of situations where I barely made it out. I've had to take them on long hikes through the woods and stuff.
You take a car through the woods?
No, on foot. Usually, yeah, I'm on foot at that point. But if I can, I'll drive a truck through a field and push it as far as I can before it dies.
Do you know Philip died in this game?
100%. I've known a lot of people who take an extreme risk, think they're invincible behind the wheel of this car. When you put something at 160 miles an hour, cars crumble like old paperweights. So a lot of people have lost their lives. And I've had people who just disappeared up and disappeared on me when they were out doing missions, and you know, either they're in jail or dead, and you'll never know.
If you got offered a normal job, decent salary, good salary, would you take it?
100%. I would get out of this right at this very moment. I could throw all my shit in the lake and never look back. And I don't want to die doing this. You know, I love my family. I want to go back home to them.
So that didn't get your blood going at all? Did you think you gonna damage it at all?
Not at all. This is one of the easiest. GM is so easy to take. It's non-intrusive. They don't even know that I tried to take it. So you go to GM, manual, USA, 17 to 19, smart key. Let's go give it a whirl. Light means you're ready to work. Basically what you're waiting for is the pin to be red, and once that pin's red, we can start it.
And that's it?
That's it. And you see your car even letting you know, yo, your theft deterrent system's going off. But the car is so broken that we can just take it. And now we're going to come and take this and ride around the city and get some more cars. Let's go.
Someone can literally take my car, put it in their name, and just that's it?
Enough paperwork, enough, pushing paper, you can have everything cleaned up. And I'm so confident, for the most part, I'm not even used to it. Of course. I'm just driving around normal. And I know nobody can even really look for this car once it's taken.
All right, guys, mission complete. We'll see you in the morning when we hit the dealership.
A car dealer in Wisconsin was kind enough to let us come into his dealership and let Felix the car thief show us how he does his heists. The dealer's name is Dan Kunas with Kunas Auto Group, and over the last couple years, car theft has negatively impacted his business. Felix conveyed that he was trying to get out of the car theft business, so we thought meeting with Dan could both be an audition for a potential security job of stopping other car thieves and a way for Felix to consult Dan on how to improve security at his lots. And Dan, being a Christian man who believes in giving people a chance, agreed to let Felix in, even though it was a risky idea. This is what happened when car thief met car dealership owner.
580 Maybach, my bitch got face tags. Sorry I had to dead you on the tab, it was payback. Feet up, lay back, handbox, play that. If you're feeling some type of way, then just say that.
How does it feel being in a car that's not hot?
Crazy feeling, bro. I'm almost feeling like I gotta drive it a little bit more safer, like a grandma, you know? Oh, see, this is all money to me. You see all the right here? That's all money.
This is it?
Oh, I like his truck. See, if you want to keep your shit from getting stolen, buy a Ford. Those are the hardest ones to take nowadays.
He said he liked your truck.
Does he? Yeah, I love the Shelby Raptors. Great truck.
I was a TRX guy before.
Oh, I love TRX. That's my favorite truck. That's one of my favorite trucks right there.
Silverado?
C71 package.
That's it?
Yep. The RST package of these Chevys, they're
for the money, yeah.
Fords are the average person can't do 24s. They're harder now. You have to have a separate tab. And GM came up with a new thing, 24-digit pins. And these tablets I got with me right now can't generate the pin, but these aren't impossible. It's literally just buying a new piece of toolkit. I just haven't bought it.
And this is online.
Online. Amazon. Amazon's the biggest contributor to this, 110%. They're selling OEM keys, locksmithing tools, anything. You can buy key cutters on Amazon. Like, that's ridiculous. A lot of these guys, they're sophisticated. They got key cutters. So if they're coming into the lot, they're taking the VIN down, they're getting a key cut by the VIN, and they're coming opening the door like they own it.
To learn more about how stolen cars get washed with clean VIN numbers, we tap in with our New York correspondent, M-Box. M-Box is a rapper who has many songs covering the illicit car business, and you'll hear his music throughout this episode, and it's linked in the description. Here's what M-Box found out about VIN numbers.
So GLES stole the keys from your mom. Once you yank out the tracker, switch your plates, and you're gone. I got the drop on a crib that got an RS Avant. Ride around the city just waiting for us.
Okay, so let's say I have $5,000. I give you that money with the stolen car. What's gonna happen?
I'm gonna have my guys disassemble your windshield. They're gonna peel the stickers off the door. They're gonna re-engrave the VIN numbers wherever it needs to be re-engraved. Common points of the car where it needs to be re-engraved is like the engine bay, or sometimes in some of the Mopars under the passenger seat where the battery is.
Which are all the VINs that you cover?
So on the BMW sticker, typically, we change the sticker behind the license plate. We change the two stickers that are on the door, the tire, and the VIN information. So you re-engrave the engine bay VIN number.
Because it's not a sticker, it's actually engraved.
Yeah, it's engraved into the metal.
Also, I know we had said something about the actual VIN in the computer. What comes out, so when you do the swap, what does the new VIN look like?
So that's the add-on to the swap price. It's typically ranges from like $2,500 to $5,000 to reprogram the ECU.
Okay, and what is reprogramming the ECU entail?
So we delete the old number, VIN number, and we put the new one back on.
You delete the stolen VIN number.
Right. And so basically, I'm able to unlock it, just hop in and program a key and be gone in 30 seconds. And the most sophisticated dealers, Aston Martin dealership, they have the whole security and everything, and they didn't even know I was there.
We had a guy 2 nights ago go to our Sycamore store, took a Camaro in 6 minutes, pulled up.
That's slow.
That seems slow, but
it's pretty slow. I'm gonna show you how these Camaros are started. You're gonna be absolutely sick. You're gonna be like, I don't even understand why this is possible.
Really?
Yeah. If it took him 6 minutes, he sucks at his job. 100%. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even 100 miles that way into Chicago, this dealership would be getting hit every day. Those cameras, absolutely no good. 9 times out of 10, those aren't even hardwired directly to video feed. That's gonna be wireless, and they're only using a power source. I turn on a Wi-Fi jammer, no good. That shit's nothing. You know those police boxes they're trying to get you guys to buy with the lights and everything? Trash. Don't even buy it because the jammer, no cellular service, it doesn't work.
Right off.
No, cuts it right off. Everything in a 50-meter area right here wouldn't work. The OnStar, none of that.
Everything.
Yeah, that's another side of the thing is people are using credit profiles, buying cars from the dealers on the fake profiles, and then selling them. Yeah, the new thing right now is cars being traded in. Yeah, they're only trading them in with only 2 keys, and there's 3 keys in the system. Gotta have your guys start pulling locksmithing devices.
They're getting clean titles.
Yep, the fake titles. And guess who's the #1 producer of that? China. People will ask me like, hey, I have a clean title for a 2024 Grand Cherokee. Find me a 21 because it's the same body style, and they'll buy the sticker, swap it, and use the clean title to come and sell it back to the dealer. Carfax can't take either. I can have somebody generate a Carfax history behind a fake VIN, and you'll look at it and go, oh, it's all, they've been maintaining this car since the day that, and it's not even, it's so bad, I can have GM acknowledge a MCO, which is a manufacturer certificate of origin, and they didn't even produce it. How is that possible?
Because they're just, people just stamping, not even thinking, they're just doing it.
And they're contributing to a multi-million-dollar fraud scheme that doesn't just end at stolen cars. It goes to every credit card. Human trafficking, theft, burglary. A lot of these 1500s, these are being used as rammers. These are just being used to take better, more expensive cars, or to pick down store buildings, you know, to go into Prada, everything. I've never been inside a dealership like this before, at least now being allowed to, you know. I've actually never even bought a car from a dealership. 100% a necessity thing where, you know, if I don't do this, you know, my daughter doesn't go to school, or, you know, food doesn't get put on the table. And see, when I'm wearing this is what I wear in real life. I don't wear Gucci, Louis Vuitton is not my thing. I'm a 4.0 student in real life. Yeah, college.
I don't think you can be done to do this job.
100%. I'm not going to need this control GM, but if I need an Escalade, or I want a Charger, a 2500 Dodge truck, I'll even take a Honda Civic, if it's worth enough to me. This is universal. It's in the shape of a Dodge key, but this is a universal key. How you can tell is it has no car figure in it. So I either have a car or have an SUV. So I can take this and generate this with my tab and make this a 2023 Honda Civic key. I plug up into the Honda Civic and the car will think this is a OEM key and let me start it. I'll show up with 3 or 4 guys and take all these at the same time and drive them out. And it's worse that you have them right here. This is like, and there's no cameras, you're asking me to come.
So what would you recommend this guy do?
Camera, loudspeaker. Part of me changed when I seen the guy get really upset about his car, and I was like, you know, why should he care? He has insurance. But then, you know, after kind of reading what he said online, it kind of touched me. It's like, dang, some of this stuff is sentimental to these people. People work hard for this. You know, they don't want their stuff to get taken. There's no way you're getting what this car's worth. This car, for example, is only worth $1,000 in the street. Maybe $500.
This car?
Yeah.
It's only worth $1,000.
$1,000 a maybe $500 to be honest with you.
How?
It ain't worth nothing. It's a 15. It's one of those things that's so old that people aren't even gonna like really want it. If somebody took this, it would just end up as being used as a striker to take other cars.
And then does this lead to stuff like drive-bys or
drive-bys, robberies, burglaries? I mean, for all we know, people could be using these cars to kidnap people. We don't know. What car is this? A Tahoe? Or
Tahoe, yeah.
So this takes more time than it's gonna take me to grab this car.
Yeah. Yeah, for the record, guys, for the record, keys are over here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get
You wait for the blue light. When it's blue, it means you're ready to work. So you see how it's blue? Now you just go to hot function, add a keys pin. This is the glitch. This is the how everybody's taking GMs. And but see, this is the thing. This is not even the nice tablet. This is a cheap tablet that you can buy for. The alarm might go off. No alarm. See? When it's unlocked, there's no alarm. Right now, we should be going beep, 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 beep. And then once it reads the pin, you don't touch anything. Look, you see reading pin? Now, once it tells me the pin, I'm good to go.
Tuition-free online learning from Insight Schools of California supports students and their unique needs, even if that means a little extra support and understanding, with multiple scheduling options and programs for getting back on track. All taught by dedicated teachers. Students can catch up in an environment that works for them and graduate with a high school diploma. See how students succeed at Insight Schools of California. Click the link to enroll today.
Was it a tree?
There. Now look. You drive. And look, but this is the even crazier part. I can now take this and start another car.
And a lot. That's all over this time. Okay, will you be my witness in court that I wasn't? Okay. Well, there he goes.
Just like that. There's no stopping them. It's almost like trying to guard LeBron James.
This would be a payday for me. Rightfully, it's not mine, so we're gonna leave it. But yeah, this is kind of just a normal day for me. This is what I guess our job consists of. A lot of people, when they take these, they forget that there's no key, because there's no key for this. So if they turn it off to get gas, oh shit, I forgot. Wow. Until you completely shut it off, like look. Now it's screwed. Now you're not. Now you're not restarting.
Gotcha.
But you gotta plug back up and do that again. Sometimes there's cars that I will never even program a key for. I'll just drive it with that.
Well, first, what's the MSRP of a car like this?
Retail, I would guess 25 grand.
What do you think he's selling it for?
Almost a half, 15 grand.
He said he's going for between $500 and $1,000. So they're not even using these to drive unless it's like a kid. Maybe a kid wants to use it for a drive-by or just wants to be cool in the hood and drive around and pick up their girlfriend from high school. But for the most part, these are actually being used to drive through the fences or take the damage for the more valuable cars.
It's almost hard to fathom.
And just like that, a car's off the lot. So now what happens? The car just goes off the lot. What happens now?
Sometimes we don't even know. And somebody will just realize, oh, wait, where'd that car go? Then we look at our security footage, call our security team, then call the police. Our recovery rate is not great. It's really not bad. Some of the Hellcats and stuff, yeah. There's some stuff we never see again.
Who takes the hit on this?
Hopefully, the insurance company. From a dealership standpoint, it's cost us more than $500,000. They still Hellcat. Insurance is $100 grand. If we recover it, then we only get 60% of its value from the insurance company, so call it 60 grand.
If you recover the stolen vehicle?
If we recover the stolen vehicle, yep. And if we don't, then hopefully insurance covers it, but our premiums have almost doubled because of all this. We have attorneys working on it daily, not just to try to get the cars, but try to prevent it, work with the insurance companies on that. It's kind of a national thing that's happening to everybody. So you're fighting with the insurance companies. It's endless time and resources. When you look at it from a business point of view, our insurance rates have almost doubled. So for these bigger stores, that's a lot of money. Okay, car gets stolen, call an insurance, claims reports, all that stuff. If it doesn't get recovered, you get the value of the car. If it does, you get 60% of the value. So if it's smashed, this, that.
They're damaging the electrical system to tear out any trackers.
When you talk to car thieves, it's a common thought process that what they are doing is largely evicting this car because, well, the insurance companies will pay for it anyways. To see if this is true, we spoke to Muhammad, a Milwaukee insurance agent, to see how car theft impacts the common man.
I would say that majority of the Milwaukee consumers have seen a rate increase, and it is due into factor of, stolen vehicles, theft on personal property, mainly just overall the inflation of the vehicle. So again, it all ties into a part. I've known friends and family who had their vehicles stolen. I've personally had my vehicle broken into multiple times in certain parts of the town. It's not something you really want to deal with on a day-to-day basis. It kind of ruins your day, ruins your week. But it's unfortunately the life that we live in. After the aftermath, if their car gets stolen, and they can't make ends meet, they can't get to work, they can't take their kids to school. That's a lot of stress for a person to kind of deal with. If you're getting evicted, again, you have rent that's got to get paid. You have bills that need to get paid. Primarily, that vehicle was your means of getting to from point A to point B. Theft and vandalism and cars being stolen, that affects the whole community as a whole.
And I'll tell you this, 110%, they are not fingerprinting these cars when they're recovering. They are not even attempting to figure out who took them. If they're not catching them in the moment, it's